Hi, this is Debbie with Wrestling in 60 Seconds, bringing you your AEW Revolution 2023 card matches and predictions. And I hope that once you hear why I said these things, you might agree with me too. If not, that's okay too. You can put your comments down below. Okay, let's start out with the 60-minute Iron Man match. We have MJF versus Bryan Danielson. Now, I think MJF is going to win because everybody hates MJF. You know, he plays such a great heel. And it's, even though Bryan really deserves a title, I think we can all expect MJF to play dirty. And I expect him to go after Bryan Danielson's neck, since that's been his weakest part. It's going to go, off and on during the whole match. It's going to go hard. But I think MJF is going to win this match. Now for the AEW Tag Team Championship match. We have the Guns. We have the Acclaim. We have Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. And one to be announced. Now, my thoughts are kind of all over the place. But I think it's going to kind of look like, the to be announced is, of course, Danhausen and Orange Cassidy. Now, I think in this particular match, everybody loves Danhausen. Everywhere he goes, he's cheered for, but he hasn't in AEW show what he can actually do in the ring. And I really think that this match will show viewers his in-ring skills that he does have and he's had in past matches. The other thing that I kind of wonder, now everybody knows about FTR. We haven't seen them in a while. And yes, their contract is up next month. But wouldn't it be a great surprise for FTR to surprise the Guns and do a payback on them before they actually leave AEW? I think that most of this match, that it's going to look like in the beginning that the Acclaim or even Orange Cassidy and Danhausen may look like they're going to win this championship. But I actually think it's going to... I actually think by some crazy reason that the Guns are going to keep the belts. We go to the AEW World Trios Champion, the Elite, versus the House of Black. Now, this is a good match, and I hope that the House of Black wins this because, they were gone for a long time. They came back, but AEW really hasn't done anything with the House of Black, and they're great wrestlers. Come on, and on the flip side of that, Tony waited a long time for the Bucks and Kenny Omega to go back in and win this Trios Championship. And it seemed like forever that was going to happen. But I really think that the House of Black needs this win because, they have no storylines. And everybody keeps waiting for them to be in storylines. All right, now we have the Texas Death Match. Jon Moxley versus Hangman Adam Page. In AEW, we have to admit that Jon Moxley is the king of the death matches. He loves doing that kind of stuff, and I really think this is going to go crazy, but I think Jon Moxley is going to keep it. I think it's going to go bloody, it's going to go crazy, but my vote is still for Jon Moxley. Next, we have the AEW TNT Championship, Samoa Joe versus Wardlow. All right, here's my thoughts on this. I'm thinking Samoa Joe is going to retain the title. Not that I don't want to see Wardlow win, but Powerhouse Hobbs just won the chance for a title match for the TNT Championship. And wouldn't that be a great match with Samoa Joe versus Powerhouse Hobbs? And I predict Powerhouse Hobbs to win over Samoa Joe in that situation. So for that to work, I'm going to say Samoa Joe wins and keeps the TNT. My next is AEW Women's World Championship match with Jamie Hager, Sarah, and Ruby Solo. You know, Saraya, people want to really see her in the ring, but they haven't done a lot with her storyline. Ruby Soho has, had some unbelievable things happen to her while she's been here. But in the long run, I'm thinking Jamie Hager, because she has been, out there fighting for it. I think she's going to continue. So, of course, Jamie Hager for the win. We have the Chris Jericho versus Ricky Starks. Now, of course, the JAS Society has been banging from ringside. And even though I would like to see Ricky Starks, and Jericho has been more than known to help over, younger wrestlers in this career of his, I really think what's going to happen, Jericho just trademarked the title of Jericho. And even though that the JAS Society has been banned from the ring, it would not surprise me if they don't rename themselves the Jericho, and that they'll be allowed up on the ring because they're not the JAS. But I really think that Jericho is going to win this by some crazy, elaborate scheme. He can always pull something out and go for the win. All right, now for the pre-show. We've only got one match, and I'm going to wait for the rest of the matches to come up before I give you the rest of those. So if you don't agree with my predictions, that's fine. I would love to hear your ideas, and we're so excited. And thank you for watching, subscribing, and as always, bye for now.